Ladies, welcome to the Feminine Mystery. My name is Azalea Dawn, and on my channel I talk all about leveling up femininity, hypergamy, and attracting the right masculine provider for your luxury level up, for your luxury lifestyle. So if that sounds like something that you would enjoy, then please check out the rest of the videos on my channel and subscribe if you like it. Today we'll be talking about beliefs that repel high-value men. Now, getting into this, I know that, the entire mindset thing can seem really scammy. You might feel like, hey, I want actionable advice for my level of like, tell me what I can actually do to make a difference. And I think that's very wise. Like, definitely check out the rest of the videos on my channel. I mean, honey, come on. But as far as mindset, I have to say that mindset is really critical because if you don't, have the right mindset, that's going to dictate your action, the amount of action you take, the intensity with which you take that action, right? What you believe is going to dictate the action you take. So you want to make sure that your mindsets align with the direction where you want to go, because if you have a negative belief system that's impacting you, then no matter what advice somebody gives you, you can't, succeed because you're not going to take it in the right way. You're not going to take action. So getting started, one mindset that repels high value man is that you don't believe that your time and your attention, your presence, you don't believe these things are valuable, and therefore you give it to anybody who is asking for it. And trust me, this is something that men will notice immediately, that you don't make anybody compete for your time. You just have time for everybody. Let's say you are even on like a dating app, for example, and you have taken my advice on how to, get a lot of people interested in you on a dating profile, right? You're getting all of these messages and you reply to every single one, no matter how weird, how crazy. Every time somebody says something to you, you feel the need to respond back to them. And that is an example of somebody, you're not valuing your time, right? People should have to work to get your attention. People should have to treat you well to get your attention. Don't just give it out willy-nilly. If you're an example in a relationship that is not benefiting you, that's another example of giving your presence away to somebody for free because you don't think that it's valuable. A man who won't even commit to you, who won't even, claim you as the person that he's in a relationship with exclusively, why is he getting the benefit of your presence? Why does he get to go out in public and be seen with you? Why does he get to, be in your physical presence, enjoying your energy, enjoying the light that you radiate? If you really have, energy, a vibe that is worth, something to other people, then you won't just give that away to anybody for free. So really be conscious of where you're spending your time, where you're giving your attention, where you're giving your presence first and foremost, because it's very important. Next up in low value traits, right? You feel compelled to argue with other people and to quote unquote defend yourself. And I understand that this might be a very triggering video, especially if you are somebody who is known to clap back at other people. But look, I'm not saying that there is no time to ever defend yourself in a situation, but 9 times out of 10, you just don't need to. And elegant women do not do this, right? If you've ever been to, like the affluent social circles of Monaco, Paris, even Dubai, you know that the women who are there, they're very skittish. They kind of like scare easily, almost like you're talking to like a baby deer. As soon as you say something or do something and they don't like your vibe, you're gone. You will never see them again. You will never hear from them again. They're not taking revenge. They're not answering back to you. They are gone. They perceive their life as such that, it's positivity only for them. They're very sensitive to vibes, very sensitive to energy. They don't want to deal with negativity at all, and they act like that. So when you're somebody who is constantly like clapping back at somebody else, you're constantly arguing, you're going back and forth, you're showing your insecurity, and you're showing that you're not somebody who lives the life that these elegant women live, because you can't remove people from your situation. It's a reflection of your lack of social power. That's why you behave like this at the end of the day, and that's why other people perceive you to behave like this, because you don't have the power to remove other people from your life altogether. But a lot of elegant women do have that power. They use that power. So they're not out there arguing with other people. So I would recommend that you start, moving in that energy. Don't argue with people. Remove yourself from their presence altogether. Don't say anything, no explanations, just go. Next up, you're often suspicious of people and you don't trust that others are going to tell you the truth. Now, this is something that is very, very common for a lot of women. Trust issues are very common, but the reality of the situation is that a lot of people who have more at stake with their reputation, they have, more elevated positions in society, they are not running around doing things that would damage their reputation, even if they would like to. So they're not going to be out here having these, multi-year affairs. They're not going to be doing things that are going to embarrass themselves in public, because even if they don't care about your personal image, they care about their own personal image. So it gets really exhausting when somebody really is honest, when a man really is, hey, I love you, I'm committed to you, I want to be with you. It can get very exhausting to see that you really don't trust him, that you don't trust, what he's doing, where he's going, etc., etc. An affluent woman, an elegant woman, on the other hand, she understands that if he is caught doing something, there will be consequences. There will be consequences not just from you in the family that you've built with him, but there are going to be consequences from his family, from his friend, from his social circle, from his sphere of influence. People are going to lose respect for somebody who does things like that. And those are the reasons that, affluent women, elegant women in the affluent social circle, they're not going through these men's phones like that. They're not over here, following this guy from here, there, calling him 3 times a day, like, where are you? All of that stuff is really showing, low value. It's showing insecurity. And it's not the kind of, reputation that you want to have as you are dating different people in the affluent community, because word can spread fast. Next up, you don't believe that the success that you seek is achievable, right? You are basically somebody who, you can't get there from here. Like the old saying goes, the idea that there and here are both two definite places, but you can't get there from here. Where you are in society, there's no way to get to where you want to be in society. And that's a really destructive mindset, because if you believe that there's no possible way to achieve the lifestyle that you want, that anything you do, you're going to fail, then what's the point of really trying, right? And when you don't believe that the life that you want is achievable, then you start to, basically self-sabotage. Anytime you take action, you don't really take it with 100% of yourself, because you're leaving room for it to fail. It's kind of like filling out an application to Harvard, but doing it in 5 minutes. That is just not the way that you want to approach your life. And the best way for you to change this belief is to really start to ingrain yourself into the affluent social circle and look at other women's lives, because the reality is that there are many women who are not working. There are many women who are, stay-at-home mothers who raise families, who are treated well, women who are getting, Bentleys for their birthday while you can't even get a call on your birthday from your, situationship. So don't think that just because you have not experienced better yet, that better is not possible, because trust me, it is. There are women all over the place, it is not in small numbers, who are living the life that you would dream of. And all you need to do is establish a little bit of contact and really just start to watch them with an open mind to see that the life that you want is very much achievable. It's not hard to get. It can be very easy. You just have to take action and believe that what you want is possible. Now, lastly, we have possibly the most destructive mindset as far as, what makes you unattractive in a man's eyes, and that is that you think you need to earn being treated well, right? It's not enough for you to just, say thank you when you're paid a kindness. Like if a man buys you a Chanel bag on a random occasion, you think you have to do something to pay him back. If he takes you out to dinner and he pays for it, you're like, oh, I'll pay for the next one, right? That kind of mindset is really, really destructive. Don't let low value men put that kind of thing in your head, because they're just priming you to take advantage of you, to be honest. High value men, they are masculine Men, they want to treat you well. They want somebody who is going to receive that treatment. They want a feminine receiver. And the girl who is always trying to compete and like demonstrate her value, demonstrate her worth, she feels like she has to cook, she has to clean, she has to buy this, she has to buy that. She's walking in a lot of masculine energy, and it's very off-putting. Right, at the end of the day, if a man wanted somebody who could cook, he would buy, a private chef. If he wanted somebody who would clean, he would get a maid service. He is not looking for all of that from you. He's looking for love, affection. He's looking for somebody who's going to sit in her feminine energy and receive the treatment that he wants to give, receive the love that he wants to give to you. And you really have to believe that you're worth that in order to do it. So the next time you receive something, don't try to pay people back. Say thank you. Tell them how much you appreciate them. Tell them how much you appreciate their kindness, and that's going to go such a long way. Now, ladies, that's going to be it for this video from me. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave it a like below to help the message spread to more like-minded women. And if you have enjoyed this video, then check out some of the other videos on my channel. I upload once a week every Sunday, and if you would like, you can hit the subscribe button and see my videos in your inbox all week. So without further ado, I will see you in my next video. Until then, bye!